I'm Song Rae.
I'm something else.
Here, Black Girl Seoul, a podcast where we discuss the Asian dramas we love from a Black female perspective. We are looking to be entertained, to learn about other cultures, and share our passion for these shows. Welcome. Welcome to Black Girl Seoul. This is Song Rae, and we have
Something else.
Today, we are going to be discussing one of my favorite people. I am so in love. He has become a, like, for real favorite. Him and Juno are like almost neck and neck for me now. I stand him. Yes, I'm there. This is Jaehyun from NCT 127, NCT Doja Jung. Yeah, he's in all of those, NCTU. So yes, that's what we're talking about today. Um, Something else and I happen to have had this conversation. I don't know, maybe about 2, 3 weeks ago. How long
Mhm.
ago was it?
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks ago, around there.
Okay, so I was just going through social media, doing what I do, looking around, reading things, seeing things, and I happened to notice, and I had already noticed because me and her had already gone through discussing when I first found them and when I first like got involved in NCT and wanting to find out about them, that Jamal, oh Lord, Jaehyun uses the nickname Jamal, and it's because fans gave it to him. Now, initially, I didn't know all the history behind the name or behind why he got it. I just knew he had it, and I was like, "Oh hell yeah, that fits!" And it fits for so many reasons in my world and in my head. However, I began to notice that there was like a bit of confusion behind this, and it kind of intrigued me because I was like, what are we doing here? I don't understand. So I shared with something else that, like, we both know we are both African American women. We are from America, and our perspective is based upon where we live. Now, something else's perspective is a little different from mine because she is also multicultural. She's not, yes, she's born in America, but she's not just American. She has, other things that she pulls from and looks into, and she shared some things with you guys before plenty of times. But in which case, just on a general, when you hear the name Jamal, something else, what do you think about?
He black. Let me just keep it a buck. Okay. He black. And so let me give you some background. So Song Rae and I went to this Korean barbecue joint, like late. Like late enough that it was like, even if we wanted to invite other people, it was like people would be like, what the hell are you doing all out in these world so late? So we went because we were like, everybody eat barbecue. So we're there and she's talking up all her K-popness, how much she loves K-pop. I'm listening because I'm like, okay, I like some of the music, but she is in it. She is of you K-popians. She is of you people, okay? And then she says, like Jamal. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm confused. Why'd you say Jamal? She's like, oh, he's also known as Jamal. And I was like, okay, why is he known as Jamal? Like, where, how? And she didn't know the Indonesian tie-in, but she was like, he's very Jamal. And I was like, for real? And so then she starts breaking it down. So break down again why he is so Jamal. Because when I hear Jamal, I think black. And she's going to explain some of the elements about him that don't make him like technically black. Yeah,
No,
like y'all don't come for us.
we
Don't tell
already
us we
know
can't.
better.
You're right. We're not talking about how he's invited to the cookout or nothing.
Oh, he invited, but go ahead.
Oh God. Listen, he cannot just come to the cookout any kind of way. Maybe he can get a 1 day pass, okay?
Oh, my seasonies who are listening, please help her. He is invited. He is
No,
invited.
he's
He is
not.
invited. Yes, he is.
He's invited for a 1 day, 3 hour pass, and he's allowed to take a plate home. But he has to sing at the cookout, okay? He has to pay for his supper. So, what makes him Jamal, Song Rae?
Okay, so just for context, just so we're all on the same page, when we say the word Jamal, and like something else said, the name is considered to us Americans, that is a quintessentially black name.
Yes, it
When
is.
people make references, stereotypes, try to be funny, all of those things, one of the names you're going to always hear when talking about black people, Jamal. That
Right.
is just, that's a running joke amongst Americans who understand that concept, and even those who are trying to be assholes about the concept. Jamal is a black name.
Right. Let
So
me let me just
go
say
ahead.
this. Have you ever heard of a white Jamal? No. And if you do, he hang around black people. Go on, Song Rae. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. So when I first saw it, I immediately assumed, oh, it's because there must be something about this man that gives off that he is like he appreciates African American culture. He has something about him that lends itself to this. I don't know, is it the way he talks? What? So as I'm seeing it, and I've like saw a couple of things. So like one was the TikTok. In the TikTok, he is doing an ad lib for I think it was Sticker, but I could so be wrong. But he was doing an ad lib for something, and it just didn't sound very Korean. I'm gonna just say it like that. It didn't sound very Korean. It sounded very, if I was listening to, I don't know, the Amigos, and Migos was doing a song and they have somebody in the background doing ad libs. That's what I heard. So I was like, what the hell? What is this? So I sent it to something else. And I was like, girl, listen to this. She was like, hey, yeah, I don't know. So then I start seeing other things. It just lended itself to me going, sometimes the way he says things, poses and pictures, just a few. And I don't even remember what I shared with you, something else specifically, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry.
Okay, chick. Okay.
Specifically, but whatever it was, yeah, these were just all the things that made me go, okay, yeah, he gives himself the Jamal, and I feel it, I see it in particular when he's doing those ad libs and when he sings sometimes, um and the type of music that he share. So like he had done a DJ set, and this kind of blew my mind. And this DJ set he did, the very first song was El DeBarge. I was like, what the hell? It was old school El DeBarge. Like, yeah, it was interesting. So that's why in my mind I was like, okay, yeah, I could flow with him being a Jamal. That works for me, and I see it. It makes sense. Ha ha ha.
Well, let me say this. One of the things I remembered at the Korean barbecue, my ultimate reference for this conversation, uh, is that you said that they had asked all the guys in the group
Ah,
who
yeah.
they wanted to date or something,
Their
who they thought
ideal,
was
yeah.
attract right. And then his response was like, as close to us as he might be able to get. You please explain.
It was Zendaya. He said Zendaya. And I just remember going, oh, Zendaya, what the heck? Okay. So from there, because something else is not playing with me in my K-pop stuff. But anyway, I began to do more, leaning into the standing, seeing more things, listening to more things. And I saw not even a full argument, I'm gonna say, but like disagreement text conversations in the Discord, in Twitter, on Twitter, some on Instagram, where people were arguing about this nickname Jamal. In which case, I find this super hilarious at all times, and I'm just gonna throw this on out here. It's a freaking nickname. It ain't even this man's name.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nickname. But the arguments are ensuing. And so they're ensuing because you have people who are now gatekeeping the name Jamal, and they're wanting to say, oh no, the Indonesian fans gave him this nickname, and it's Indonesian, and this is why we gave it to him, and it means this, that, and the third. And okay, great. However, didn't we start off by telling you, to us African American people, Jamal, that's a black name. There's no other way around that. I've never heard of any other race in America using that name but us. It's a black name. Not to say it doesn't exist, not to say that, yes, what the Indonesian fans are saying is truth. However, for us, that's why it immediately lended itself to African Americanism. So I did some digging, because that's just me. I can't not see something and not dig in. I
And let
did
me
some.
and let me just point out something.
Mhm.
Just let me just point out this. Sung Rae will watch a TV show blind, no research whatsoever.
Mhm.
Just watch it. But when it comes to K-pop, she be digging like a fiend. She is a K-pop researcher. She be finding. I think she even reads websites that were not originally in English because she is trying
Oh,
to
I
get
do.
that K-pop right, right. So I'm low key waiting for the day where she gets her K-pop tattoo. in a way that she never got for gay traumas. But go on,
That is
Song Rae.
freaking hilarious. Um, so in my digging to find out what does this name mean, like why did the Indonesians choose to give it to him? Like what are we doing here? Where is this going? I find that the name Jamal means beauty
Mhm.
or handsome, because it is considered a male ascribed name for that culture, and it usually means beauty or handsome. Also, I went on and did a little bit of digging to figure out how Jamal became so important to us as African Americans.
Mm.
And the reason why is because Jamal is Arab. Well, in Arabic, it is a masculine given name that means beauty, and a surname in the Middle East, North Africa, West Africa, East Africa, Central Asia, the Caucasus, the Balkans, and predominantly Muslim countries in South Asia. So that made me go, okay, I see how this happened. You guys know our history. We don't need to go into that, I don't think. Do we need to something else?
No.
Okay. So, because of where we come from and how we have arrived in this here country, that name was a name that we pulled from our roots. Being Muslim, some of us coming from Muslim countries in Africa, that was a name we pulled from our roots. And so, from pulling that name over to where we are now, that was why this name became considered a Black name, a stereotypical Black name. And so, the article that I had taken a look at, one of the things I laughed at was that the title says most people recognize that there are first names given almost exclusively to Black Americans and their children, such as Jamal and Latasha. And I laughed because I was like, yeah, that'd be true though. Those are some names when you hear them, that's you don't think anything else but that. And with that, I think one of the things that as fans, because I have to bring this back around to where we belong, as fans, yes, the Indonesians chose to give him this name because he's handsome. He's very handsome. And that was why they attributed the name. However, you also can't get upset and or fuss with the African American stands who decide to want to use this name and attribute it how we feel, because it does apply in our world as well. We see him as handsome, yes, and we also see he has swag. The swag is what
Right.
beside what go ahead, what?
No, I'm agreeing with you. Right.
Right. And so that's what allows us to go, oh, hell yeah, he could be a Jamal, or oh, hell yeah, he's the Jamal, because we also see that as well. So it has dual meaning, and it's okay. It's okay, you guys. It's okay that it means two different things for two different groups of people.
Right.
Guess what? He loves it regardless, because he is posting pictures. He has changed his name in Bubble. He changed it back, but he's changed his name in Bubble. He's done all kinds of things because he's letting y'all know he appreciates and he takes on Jamal as well. Moving on.
Right. That's why when I understood where Song Rae was coming from and like, like the argument of it all, but it was funny to me, like it was a real thing people were arguing about because I was like, y'all both can be right. Like,
Mhm.
dude, y'all don't need to. It's like, no, it's our Jamal. No, it's ours. No, he's both. He's for all of you. He's for everyone.
Okay.
Okay. He is community Jamal. Okay. Like you all can all enjoy him. Don't worry. Okay, I'm sorry. Go on.
No, you are fine, because that's really what I wanted for you to just go ahead and share your thoughts on this as well. Because you already know I got all of my feelings for a moment because I'm like, how the hell they gonna tell us? Da, 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 da. But then I had to stop and think about it. Like, the name applies to everybody. Keep it moving. Let's keep it pimping and enjoy ourselves.
Right. I mean, it would have been weird if they'd picked some other name. I mean, it just would have been like any other nickname. But I think that this nickname is so apropos. I give points to the Indonesians for coining the name, but it just has an extra little spark and flavor and seasoning. So, anything else about this topic, Sung Rae?
Nah, I think we have kind of covered it, shared the thoughts, and hopefully we can all continue being Neo and enjoying ourselves.
Right. Okay. Well, I am something else. And this has been a interesting, fun, and slightly silly episode. And she is.
I am Song Rae, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed and as well been enlightened.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to Black Girl Seoul. We enjoyed having you, and please subscribe, like, and follow our Facebook page, YouTube channel, Twitter page, Instagram page, and join our Facebook group. You can also find us on Patreon. Please look below for links. See you guys.